back in 2022, it was February, I had a night where I went out with some friends and stuff like that. And the whole night I was quiet. I wasn't really talking much. And I was just so stressed about the performance of Facebook ads at the given time right there. Like, we had a lot of ups and downs with the agencies. Some months we were crushing it with Facebook ads. Some months it's a little bit down. Some months it's crushing it. Sometimes it's down. And this was just like one of the 10th or 20th times that I had a night where it's just letting the stress get to me. And I never wanted to feel that feeling again. So I set out, talked to some mentors, read some books, and finally understand that the results you see with Facebook ads are a byproduct of who you are today and the actions you do today. So as long as I do the actions I need to do every single day that make up those long-term results, I never stress about results anymore due to the fact that I know I'm getting the right inputs in. Now, this led me to diving deeper and understanding of, hey, I spent a little over $1 million a month on Facebook ads. I also coach and mentor a bunch of students on a monthly basis. What are those successful traits of marketers? And how can I deploy those to you guys that watch this YouTube channel to where maybe, hey, I can ease some stress off in your life. Maybe I can also to improve some of the psychological aspects of your mind that can help you improve your Facebook ad results. So that being said, these are the successful marketer traits that I recommend you developing in your day-to-day life. So number one is discipline. And discipline is going to come down to the daily actions, even the weekly, monthly, even yearly actions that you consistently do over a long period of time, regardless how you feel. That's a key thing with discipline. Discipline, a lot of people get this confused with motivation. Discipline is you're doing this regardless if you're motivated or not, whether you're tired or not, whether you're hungry or not, whether you're broke or not, you still do these actions regardless. And from a Facebook advertiser approach of these daily actions, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly actions, this comes down to the number of ads we test every single week. Us personally, we like to test 2 new concepts every week for our clients. That means that's one concept is about 3 creatives. And then that's about 90% fresh content we go shoot, have our creators shoot, or our in-house designer make for graphics and videos. So we know if we test those 2 concepts on a weekly basis and we consistently be disciplined with that, we're going to find our winning ads, which are going to scale performance, or scale spend, scale performance, and improve things for us. So as long as we're doing that action, we're not stressed about the current performance because we know we're doing the right things to improve performance. Another thing to be disciplined with is that research. We're disciplined with that from a daily aspect right there because we know when we do a lot of research, better understand our customers, this is where we're going to get those really good ad ideas that come to fruition to us. So there's also another really good spot right there. Research. We know if we're disciplined with reviewing our creatives every single day and understanding what went right, what went wrong, and what can be improved, we're also going to build better creatives as well. So reviewing our creatives on a daily basis, researching our market on a daily basis, uploading 2 new concepts a week. And again, you can upload more than that, but the ones I find is that if you do 2 quality a week is way better than 6 or 10 a week that are lower quality. So I'm really focusing on those quality right there, built on their proper research, hypothesis, desire, sophistication, awareness, script writing, all those good things right there. I tend to find you can only do about 2 quality concepts a week. And then the last thing is also daily learning something regarding copywriting and marketing. If you watch this channel 3 days a week, because I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, well, hey, you just need to go find some type of learning, maybe Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe get my inner circle, maybe get my course, maybe go purchase a copywriting book. I highly recommend Breakthrough Advertising right here. It's a really good book right here to read at least 12 times. I've read this book 12 times and I've applied every single chapter in creating ads so that way I can master it. And I highly recommend that. Another really good book is like Tested Advertising Methods is another really good one. And also to the Ad Week Copywriting Handbook. That's also another good one right there I recommend for learning. So you research daily, you learn daily, you create your 2 concepts a week for ads. And that might be a little chunk every day of working on those 2 concepts. And then lastly, reviewing every day as well. So those are the daily and weekly actions to be disciplined with. And I know as long as I'm disciplined with those things, I will not be what I would say stressed about performance, because I know as long as I get these things done, the outcome will be eventual as well. Now, the next thing is intentional, right? So you can be disciplined, but if you're not intentional, the quality of those actions you're disciplined with will not be of quality. So I look at intentional as in like going to the gym, right? You can be disciplined and go to the gym Monday through Friday. You can go to the gym, you can do, chest Monday, back Wednesday, legs Friday, Wednesday, triceps and biceps Thursday, and whatever the fuck you want to do on Friday. But if you go in and put the minimum amount of effort, like you can do all the reps, you can do all the sets, but you don't really push yourself at all. You stick to just doing the bar on bicep curls. You stick to just doing the bar on squat and the bar on bench press, and you never push yourself at all. You can be disciplined, but you still won't see the results because you're not pushing yourself. And intentional comes down to the effort you put into those things in the gym. So as long as you're being disciplined with those actions for Facebook, that's one part of it. But the second part of it is being intentional with those. Are you really actively spending time to really do good research? Or are you just kind of scrolling around and just blah, 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 not really focusing? Or you actually putting effort and intention into building the right creative following everything I teach? Or are you kind of just throwing the first thing up that comes to your mind and hopefully it works out? Or are you being actual intentional with your ad reviews? Or are you kind of just lollygagging and not really focusing on what's the task at hand right there? Are you being intentional with your learning and really breaking down things you're learning to ensure that you fully understand it? Or are you just kind of quickly reviewing and going to the next thing? How intentional are you on a day-to-day basis with your actions? Now, here's a key thing though. There is a dilemma with being intentional, I've learned. You can't be intentional for long periods of time. So if I go to the gym and I put heavy amounts of intensity into, let's say, doing a bench press, back row, a squat, then the likelihood of that workout being intense the whole workout is low. Usually you start really intense and your performance declines as your energy drains in the gym. So that's also the other thing. Due to me being super intentional with the time to do my tasks I need to be disciplined with, I'm not going to have a 12-hour window of being intentional. I'm probably only going to be intentional for an hour to 2 hours a day workday. But that's totally okay as long as I'm putting the right effort in on the right things. When I see people flexing, they're working 12 hours a day, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And it's like, I know the quality of work they're getting done is fucking trash. Whereas I can be intentional 2 to 4 hours a day with the right actions and make significantly more money than everyone else. Because I know the right things to focus on and the right things to be disciplined with. I will be disciplined significantly longer than everyone else. I only film these YouTube videos 3 hours a week. It takes me about an hour to plan them, an hour to film them, and then like 30 minutes to upload them to the Google Drive for my editing team to come and play. So 2.5 hours. But yet I built a channel that's 35,000 followers. It makes me 6 figures a month between my agency, course sales, inner circle, and stuff like that. So an action that takes me 2.5 hours a week, 10 hours a month, makes me 6 figures a month. And that's what I pay myself, right? Whereas there's other people that are working 12 hours a day, 60, all 4 weeks of the month, and yet making significantly less money because they're not intentional with the right actions. They're not being disciplined with the right actions. They're just doing a bunch of random shit every day. And in the beginning, that's part of figuring things out. But in the long term, it's all about bringing that down and how can I be super intentional and super intense with those 2 or 3 actions a day and doing them to 110% of my effort every day. Because when I do that, that's what creates those huge jumps in performance. So discipline, and intentional. If you can master these two, then that's going to set you up for success highly in your life. Now, the last one I want to talk about is patience. So you can be disciplined, you can be intentional, but without patience, you're going to give up way too early. And if you really look at being patient, it's the ability to tolerate pain and having faith things will play out for you. So if, let's say, for example, I wanted to lose like 30 pounds today or 10 pounds today, I wanted to go on a diet, for example, then if I go to the gym today, day one, and I do my cardio, I eat in a caloric deficit, I do some weighted activities and stuff like that. You know, it only takes me about 30 minutes on cardio, 30 minutes lifting weights, and then maybe like an hour total for the day to like watch my caloric intake, right? If I do that for day one and I do it with full discipline, full intention, but I lack patience, I'll give up on day two. And I know it's gonna take about 90 days for me to lose that weight, get shredded for the summer and things like that. So patience is the third key factor here. I see too many people give up early. They'll watch this channel, they'll learn about all these cool things I teach regarding like awareness, desire, sophistication, how to build creatives that convert. And then guess what'll happen? They'll go and apply it, they'll build one creative, they won't see success with it, and they move on. Oh, that didn't work, and they move on. Where they didn't give patience for the strategy to play out. I tell everyone that buys my course, I literally test 10 different ad concepts built off these fundamentals, then come to me and say you want a refund if it didn't work out for you. Why? Because I know you need to have patience for the strategy to play out. And if you don't have patience for the strategy to play out, then you'll never able to generate success because you never gave it enough time to see success in that strategy. So patience is the third fundamental. You need to give it time for these things that you're disciplined and intentional with to play out over time. And if you're not patient, you're going to give up too early. And if you keep giving up too early on different strategies and different ways to run ads, you're just always going to be stuck at day zero. You know, if I'm not patient enough for my diet to play out, then I might jump from caloric or like macro counting to maybe keto. Then I might jump to like intermittent fasting. Then I might jump into like vegan. Like I'll keep jumping ship over and over and over because I'm not patient enough for one to play out. And then I'll think, oh, everything failed for me. Why? Because I was never patient enough to see something play out. And that's like the third big thing that I noticed between my students, my clients, is that the ones that are most patient over a long period of time for things to play out, they see the greater success. So patience. And again, that's the ability to tolerate pain for long periods of time without seeing fruition, the results you want. That's the key thing. Ability to tolerate pain. Patience is not happy. Patience is not fun. Patience sucks. In that moment when you're trying to be patient, there's a lot of anxiety that runs through you. There's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of, just this like feeling like you need to be doing something right now. There's a lot of, just satisfaction and all of these things running through your mind. And that's when and where you have to be patient. But if you play into those thoughts, into that mindset right there, that's where you keep fucking up. And that's where you keep going back to ground zero when you barely have done anything to see that strategy play out. So again, this is discipline we talked about today, which is the day to day to weekly to monthly to yearly actions you do, and regardless of how you feel. Then there's intentional, which is the effort you put into something. Then there's patience, which is letting these things play out. You need to give things time to play out so you can see that success with something, a strategy you're testing or an action you're taking, and those key things right there. So thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you want me to run your Facebook ads, I specifically help Shopify stores scale with Facebook ads that are doing at least $100,000 a month who want to scale to 7 figures a month. Also, I have my mentoring program. You click link below to have Nick Theriot mentor you, or I have my Facebook ads course that specifically focuses on how to create creatives that convert. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.